Ninth thing you need to know about dating a Gemini man. Men born under the sign of Gemini are typically defined as social and also multifaceted. Birthing the image of the Gemini man and also birthed between 20th May to 20th June, a Gemini fan is unlikely to ever before allow you have a plain moment in life. Nonetheless, at the same time, you require to stay on top of him, or you stand the threat of shedding him to a consistent need for adjustment as well as selection. Continue reading to understand what it is like to date a Gemini man and exactly how you can have a relationship with him. Start by frequenting the ideal places, which, in this case, implies intense, intelligent celebrations. A Gemini man loves to speak, as well as most likely than not, you will locate him as the proverbial life of the party. Such a male will certainly amuse his target market with amusing accounts of the traveling or hair-raising stories of his journeys. A Gemini man likes being surrounded by individuals and also in fact prospers on exchange and also collaboration. This is a sign of his incredibly social nature, and also you would succeed to accompany the flow instead of being jealous of his considerably big female social circle. These are the 9 things you need to know about dating a Gemini male. Number 1. Don't be needy or clingy when dating a Gemini guy. You do not ever want to appear clingy to a Gemini guy. Emotions, particularly needy ones, are a significant exit ramp to this guy. He isn't controlled by his feelings, but his mind. While he can be enthusiastic in a sexual connection, he's more curious about a person that shares his mental agility, as well as is activated by what you think, not what you feel. Number 2. Text flirty messages to a Gemini male you're dating. Gemini enjoys flirting. When you message a Gemini male, you intend to be frisky. You require to maintain the discussion playful as well as sexy. Flirting is an art kind to Gemini, and if you don't know how to flirt using a text, you aren't most likely to hold his rate of interest for long. A Gemini male locates flirting equally as amazing as consummating a partnership. The sexual stress accumulation is what he is looking for in what some might view as Gemini sexual activity. Number 3. Flirt with a Gemini man when on a date. You need to know how to flirt with a Gemini man personally, as well, if you're going to maintain his interest. A Gemini man finds a woman's soft giggling very exciting. Don't overdo it. You do not intend to show up foolish. Insinuate seductive messages to him during your conversation. Use double entendre definitions that can be taken to be very rowdy or even provocative. Number 4. Show off your intelligence to a Gemini guy. A Gemini guy desires a friend who is his intellectual equivalent. He expects you to carry on a lively discussion with him on any subject. If you aren't knowledgeable about a topic, be honest as well as inform him. If you attempt to phony your way with an unfamiliar subject, he'll right away recognize it and also will certainly drop you like a hot potato. He seeks authenticity in his relationships and also visibility. Number 5. Be ready for adventures. Gemini lives for fun as well as enjoyment. It runs a close connection with knowledge. If you aren't the daring type, then a Gemini male isn't going to be an excellent suit for you. If you take pleasure in attempting new things and also relocating outside your convenience area, after that a Gemini man is your excellent mate. The experience can be a physical one, such as parachuting from a plane or discovering the Mayan holy places. Number 6. Be spontaneous and also flexible to Gemini male's way of life. A Gemini male doesn't plan out his life or perhaps his days. You have to be versatile and also adaptable when it involves dating a Gemini guy because he likes staying in the moment and also is as spontaneous as the air that overviews his zodiac sign. If you've chosen to be with him, you need to delight in a spontaneous lifestyle and be in the moment with him. Number 7. Promote your Gemini guy's mental nature. Gemini is a sign of laughter, jokes as well as fun. A Gemini man looks for fun as well as entertainment. He intends to check out new ideas and also places. He is open to brand new experiences that offer brand new exhilarations to boost his mental nature. Number 8. Participate in as well as enjoy social gatherings with your Gemini guy. You need to never anticipate a Gemini guy wanting to spend the whole weekend set in your home. While he delights in sex, he has a demand to be out and also around, specifically with other individuals. He delights in pathway cafes, crowded clubs, song performances, and art celebrations. Anywhere people are collected and also having fun. A Gemini male is most likely to be drawn to it like a moth to a light. He seeks enjoyment and feeds off the power just a task can bring to him. Number 9. Be open to sexual expression and expedition. A Gemini man delights in the sensuous gratification sex deals. It permits him to connect with his partner emotionally without his emotions ending up being cumbersome. He aims to please his lover. He's open to all types of sex-related expeditions and anticipates his companion to share his inquisitiveness with equal enthusiasm. You ought to be open to discovering your sex-related relationship. You intend to match his lack of inhibitions. Even if you do not, he'll value you trying for your connection.